miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay tuned.
Okay, hello, hi, my people. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Frances Ja. I am your host. I'm always here on Fridays. So, yes, I'm here again. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's time with Frances. You already know how we do it. Yes, it's an interactive show. It's educative, it's entertaining, it's fun. We hear your opinions. You tell us what you think. You ask us questions. You give us shout out, love. It's so exciting. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in, making time with me. Like I always say, you can be somewhere, but you're always here with me, and I appreciate. Okay, and good day, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are. It is time with Frances. Don't forget the program is live via Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, links are all on Today Ghana News TV. I'm also streaming live from Facebook, so shout out to all my Facebook people right there. Also, we're live on our Thursday channel on Hing FM 93.5 at Kingma in the Eastern region, Kings Radio in Accra. We have Jeffrema TV at Warora, and in OT region, Sekina Information Center at Tatale, Northern Ghana. At the Lema Community Information Center, shout out to all of you guys out there at Nkwanta and Fans TV, also at Aflawo in the Volta region. Thanks to everyone that is tuning in. I appreciate, like I always say, I don't take it for granted because you make time with Frances. I'm your host. My name is Frances Ja. Yes, today, what do we have for you guys? I already told you today is going to be very educational. Okay, we have two lovely ladies. One is a nurse, one and another. It's she's an entrepreneur. She's an educationist. She's she's a journalist. Okay, so we have full package for you all today. So stay after the break. You're gonna see them live. Well, yes, live, because we're live. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. I will be right back after this break.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay tuned.
Who the hell is this?
I miss you. Like that.
Why?
I miss you.
Why is your ex calling you? See, I'm done with this.
sweet, yeah. Now me, now you desire. Now we two for high line. Oh baby,
oh baby. If not so sweet, yeah. Now you for be me wife. It's sweet, sweet, the wine.
oh baby. If you're ready for me, me I go ready for you. 'Cause the other guys they don't matter. They don't matter.
If you're ready for me, I go ready for you. 'Cause them other girls they don't matter. They don't matter.
Yes, welcome back. I told you guys, right? I'll be joining a lovely, lovely, lovely guest, and she's here. This is Gabby. Gabby is a presenter. She is an entrepreneur. She is also a journalist, and she's an educationalist. Okay, so we have a full package. Welcome, Gabby.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
I know.
And I'm super excited to be part of this community of creatives and amazing professionals that you bring on board.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Okay, you also make time. I know you're a very busy person, so thank you so much for making time with Frances. I really appreciate you being
For
here.
you, I will always make time.
I know, right? Thank you. All right, so our second guest will be streaming. She's also joining. She's a nurse from Ghana. Okay, so let's bring Francisca. Hey, girl, how are you?
Good.
All right, please introduce yourself to my lovely guest.
Okay, my name is Francisca Nyako. I'm a nursing officer in Ghana. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Welcome. Thank you so much for making time. I know you're busy
Thank you.
working.
Yeah.
I mean, make sure that all the sick people are healed, giving all the injections, but you're here.
You
Having
see?
time with Frances. I appreciate you, girl. And
You
welcome
see?
to okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
guys. So if you're just joining in, the name of the show is Time with Frances, and you already know it's an interactive show. Okay. If you want to ask questions, just tell us in the comment section. They're here to answer all your questions and also tell us where you're watching us from. We'd like to know. Okay, so we're going to kick off with Gabby right now. We're going to tell Gabby to introduce herself, tell us a bit about yourself so that people out there get to know who is Gabby.
Okay, guys, so my name is Gabriela Valim. I am from Brazil, Sao Paulo. I support Corinthians, by the way, my national team.
All right.
And I have been working with communication and culture in the last 10 years. Yes, black don't crack, you know. And I started a community that is also like a party in the UK. I was living there in the last 4 years, and it became a way to introduce to Londoners the black side of Brazil. Okay. And alongside with this movement, also it started a school. I started teaching Portuguese for kids, then for adults, my friends, and seeing all of them learning and other friends asking, oh, how did you learn English so well? And I started to teach English as well. Mm-hmm. And it became seeing the results because I looked back my journey, learning through music. And I created a methodology to teach through music, and it's very efficient. And seeing that it works.
You teach through music?
Through music, using musical resources like an
in what language?
We teach English and we teach Portuguese.
Wow.
So we teach English. We have teachers. Now we are a school, so it's not only me as a teacher. Okay. Yeah. I have teachers who work with me, and they speak different languages, even Armenian. We have teachers who speak Armenian to teach English in Armenian,
yeah.
to teach English in Spanish, to teach English in Portuguese, and we also teach Portuguese in Portuguese, in Spanish as well.
Okay, that's a good thing because I mean I've never heard about it, so I think it's good. But when did it all start? Like you started it, or it was started by a group of people from Brazil?
No, I started teaching through music because of the party that I was doing.
Okay.
And everyone was like, "Oh, whoa, this is incredible. We didn't know that there are Black people in Brazil." And I was, "Yes, there is. You know, there are so many, and people don't know about it. And my goal is to highlight the African heritage that Brazil possesses, and a lot of people have no idea
So
about
you
that."
let's go back. You started this in Brazil, right?
No, I started it in the UK.
In the UK because you were staying in London at the time. Have you think of studying in Brazil, like bringing all the Black community in Brazil?
Well, we have different groups of people doing it in
Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I started doing the party in London to show the Black side of Brazil in London. So using Brazilian music, using baile funk as a way to show people, look, we have samba is Afro-Brazilian culture, capoeira is Afro-Brazilian culture.
You want to put out the dance there that is originally from Brazil. So how was it like? Was it kind of difficult? Did people accept it, or was it a bit challenging for you?
Well, really challenging because the musical scene in London is very like...
Which part of London?
We did parties I started with my friend, and we did in Hackney, then in Brixton, we did all around in the city. It was difficult because the musical scene there is very male dominated. So being a woman, an immigrant, you know, Black women, young, was challenging. So first I learned the language, then learning the culture, it's a process that takes long. And I was navigating all of that while also creating something. But we were able to create a community of people who love Brazil, who love our culture, and understand that we have a lot of Africans in us, and it is expressed through our music, our dance, and we can use it all as a way to make learning fun.
I know, right? Because learning can be so boring. We all know that. So if you're saying through music, I think it will be entertaining and it will also be interesting. So that's a good way of putting learning. All right, guys. So let's take it over to Nurse Francisca so that she can also tell us a little bit about herself and what she does. Yes, welcome back, girl. So you're here to tell us what you do. I know you're a nurse, but just people out there who doesn't know like what kind of nursing you're doing, just introduce yourself.
Okay. As I started, my name is Francisca Nyako, nursing officer. I started from Health Concern Ghana as a clinical nurse assistant. Yeah. So from there, I think that was a 2 years course. So from there, I worked at Medifem Hospital and Fertility Center. So it was more of gynecological and then IVF, obstetrics, and all that. So I think I worked for like 8 years. And you need to advance yourself. So after some time, after 8 years, I went to Valley View University to further with the BSc nursing. So that was a 3 years. Yeah. So I graduated with a second class upper BSc nursing. Yeah. So I'm now a nursing officer. Yeah.
Congratulations, because it's not easy for not all nurses want to upgrade. So
thank you.
Being young and wanting to do that, kudos to you, girl.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
No, I say kudos to you because it's not everyone who can actually say as a nurse at your age that want to upgrade. Because the thing is that when you start working and start earning money, they stop and they just want to
forget. There. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Like naturally, typically, you need to add. I mean, as human, as someone who wants to go further, you actually need to advance because the world is advancing. And then
True.
I mean, the new generation, they are going, like, they are advancing, they are going forward. So if you don't also upgrade yourself, you will be at one place. And nursing is we are in grades, like, we have diploma nurse degree, nursing officer, district director of nursing, PNOs, and all that. So you need to upgrade yourself. And since I had a passion, because from childhood, it has always been my dream to be a nurse. That's my career from day one. That was my passion. That was my dream. So since childhood, and then I needed to go further, like better myself. So I knew from the onset that after the clinical nursing school, I decided, okay, let me go and work and get experience more on the field, and then after that, then I'll pursue, like, I'll go further. So
Yeah,
I mean, I needed to, and
yeah,
sorry.
was it difficult for you when you wanted to further it? Because I know that
Exactly, it's difficult. It wasn't easy, because I always say adult education, because what when you start, and then from clinical nursing straight to the university, it's a bit easy. But you, from the classroom to the field for 8 years, and then you go back, so it's like you are starting all, like, the book aspects. It wasn't easy, especially combining the classroom with work, because I needed to go for evening classes. Then from there, then I'll come back to work, because I was working. And then schooling at the same time, so it wasn't easy, because sometimes you need to come and relieve your colleague, and then you'll be late, and then when you come, like, the report, and it wasn't easy. But once you have the vision, the aim, you know where you are going. I just needed to get it.
yeah.
So it wasn't easy, but thank God I did. Yeah, thank God
All
I
right.
perceived it.
That's
Yeah,
very good. Like I said, it's challenging. People don't even encourage you, even from the hospital. Like you say, you will come back. They know you're in school, but still, they don't really care. They will just say, "Just do your
exactly. They
job.
don't
If you
care.
don't come on time, you can lose it." Who does that? So I'm happy you went through it. You were focused, and that's it. All right, we'll come back to you, Francisca. I want to ask you the same thing. I know you went to London. Was it for school, or you just went for business, or what is it that took you to London?
So first time I went to London, I was working in a multinational company, and I went for a business trip.
Okay.
I loved it, and I decided to move to London to learn English, because by the time my English wasn't good.
Well, now I think it pays off. Okay, so whilst you were doing this, like this thing, the Brazilian, the dance, trying to incorporate, your culture into people in UK, were you in school as well?
No, I finished. I went to study, but my schooling was, let's say, more on the streets.
Oh,
In a practical way.
okay.
So I did like some months in a school, like a language school, but most of the time I was like going to church, listening to sermons every day, talking to people. I worked as an au pair initially, so I learned from kids a lot, and then I developed.
Okay, I wanted to ask to see if it was difficult, like doing all that together, because I know it can be hard being in school, trying to do work, and it's so hard everywhere. So I thought you had the same experience, like what she was also saying.
Definitely, especially when you don't have rich parents and you need to pay your bills. If you don't work, you don't have a house, you don't have a room to sleep, you don't have food to eat. So it was definitely challenging, but what helped me was always having a big dream and say, no, I will get it. I don't know how, but I will get somehow. And this was how things, even though sometimes it looks like it's not working, but we need to see, am I in a different place from where I started? Yes. So, give ourselves the flowers. So in this journey, I learned English. I did like summer course in Oxford University. I just finished my MBA at SOAS University as well. So it's step by step.
All right. I wanted to. You said you did your courses in all this university. Is that I know you're a journalist. Was it journalism or something else that you were studying?
So I have a degree in journalism in Brazil. I have some other courses in human rights, race, communication, and then I have course in marketing from Oxford University, and another one in business from Harvard, and like online, but it still was super
Okay,
hard.
that's why you're an entrepreneur, so you need that.
Yeah, and recently the last one that I just finished is a MBA. It was a mini MBA from SOAS, designed for Black entrepreneurs in the UK. So as I had my business there, I was accepted, and I was able to study.
You had your business,
like the party business.
The party business. Okay, so I think that's lucrative now. It's not like how you started, right?
No, actually, I paused the party business because I'm not living in the UK at the moment. I have people there who work with me, but I'm more focused on the educational side of it because I believe people already know that we know how to party, we can do it. But I want to, share for people, especially people who look like me, that it's possible to learn. Even if you are an adult, I started learning English after being an adult, and I learned.
At what age you started?
26.
Wow. And how was it? Did you feel like at some point you wanted to quit?
I wanted to cry. First day, I was like, no, I will be an au pair because I will learn. For young girls, I was like, okay, let's go. First day of me being an au pair, and I saw the girls that I was about to be their nanny, and I cried because I realized all the dream. Okay, I will go there, I will move there, I will work there, I will make it work, I will learn. But when you are like crazy, delusional, I am delusional. You don't see the problems on the journey. When you get there, you're like, oh my God, I didn't acknowledge. So the first day I cried because I didn't know how to say the body parts. But it's okay. You move. Done is better than perfect. First you start, then you improve.
Well, look at you now. I mean, if you had quit. So it's good you didn't. So let's talk about your journalism first. I know you want to talk about this education, but let's delve in a bit into journalism. Is it a passion or it's something that is just like a hobby for you?
Well, it's not the main thing that pays my bills. So it's kind of more of a passion. But I started in journalism because I was part of the school newspapers, the radio, because I was a good student, but the teacher is always complaining that I talk too much. My mom said, okay, I have a solution for you. Go to the newspaper in the school. And I loved it, and it helped me to develop some communication skills. I started journalism, and I kind of acknowledged that, the newspapers were finishing. The internet, social media. So these transitions started while I was studying. So it was kind of frustrating. But I realized that with communication, you are able to do so many stuff. So I went into corporate communications, communication for social change. It's not the first. I created a campaign back in Brazil against raising the age to take kids to the prison. They wanted to change the criminal system, and because now the minimum age you go to jail if you commit a crime is 18. They wanted to reduce it for 16.
Okay, so what did you do?
I created a campaign with a couple of people called 15 Against 16. So it was like the idea, the concept was to do a 15 minutes video on Instagram against the proposal of reducing the age from 18 to 16. So we called it 15 again, hashtag 16, and it went viral. Many people, musicians, teachers, artists engaging on it, and I was invited for to go represent my country at the UN You know, and talk about human rights and the violence against Black people in Brazil, especially the youth.
Yes, I want us to delve in that, but just hold that because I really want to know about that. So, okay, so let's take it to Nurse Francisca, please. Well, I would like to know and also ask some questions. I think some of my viewers will love to know about the nursing system in Ghana at the moment. Please, dear producer, is Francisca still there? If you can bring it. Okay, so if she, I think they're trying to bring her on air, but let's talk about the Black in Brazil. Okay, I always want to know how racism is like because it's different.
Girl,
from...
don't say that. I wanted to know how it is not to experience racism.
Yes, it's different from when I say, okay, I'm gonna take a trip and go back to my country. But when you live like side by side with the people in the same country, and they don't really care about you, and the painful part is you have the same rights because you're Brazilian,
the same passport.
I know that is so freaking annoying. If you're racist against a different person from a different country, I can understand that because we have different cultures, we have different values, we have the way we see things differently. But don't be, I mean, how does it feel like for you growing up in that kind of
God, it's a very long story, but trying to make it short. In the colonization period, the Portuguese, they brought Africans to Brazil. So they brought millions of Africans to Brazil to make them slaves. After that, in Brazil was the last country to abolish the slave because they were forced. They didn't want to end up with it.
Really?
The last country in the world to end up with the slave. So yeah, what happened after when they finished, because they needed to, they had to, they created a campaign to bring Europeans to make the country whiter.
Okay.
So you see the strategy.
Yeah.
So they paid Europeans to come and gave them lands, money, everything. What they did with those people that were made slaves, they didn't allow them to go to school for years. They didn't give them any benefits, nothing, no reparation for those people. You know, and at the same time, so imagine growing up in a structure that are established to, you know, not allow you to exist, because this is what Brazil have done for years against Black people.
I didn't stop you there. You know, when we talk about all the slave trade and racism, we only like concentrate in the United States because they, I mean, the biggest country in the world. But we don't know actually what went on in other countries.
Yes.
I mean, you saying that means you also went through the same thing. Like,
definitely.
maybe even if it's not worse,
Yeah.
you know, in Brazil. And people will not actually think that that kind of thing really happened.
Because the image that Brazil always saw to the world is that, oh, everyone is the same here.
Yes.
And in the picture it is, but why we never see Black people represented in the media? It is changing now in the last years, but why the artists, why everyone that when you think about Brazil, why those people are white when we are more than 56% of the population in Brazil is Black? After Nigeria, Brazil is the country with more Black people in the world. So outside of the African continent, Nigeria is the country with more Black people. Outside the continent, the African continent, Brazil is the country with more Black people in the world. And a lot of people
and they can't even give you guys your flowers. Like,
you know, so it's the whole project against Blackness. So growing up in a country, so Black people in Brazil, we've always had to fight to exist, even against, like, they give less anesthesia for Black women when they will give birth. You know, there is a whole think against young people. The police kill black people every 20 minutes. A young black guy is being killed by the police. Even the UN is talking about it. There are reports about it. So it's a war, it's a genocide.
Wow.
But when we think about Brazil, we just remember the other side of it.
Seriously, I thought like you guys, you know, we've heard about the South African one, that one. Yes, everybody was so bad, but I never knew Brazil was going through the same thing.
Yeah.
If not used saying it, like telling me, I don't have any idea. And a lot of people, when they see Brazil, they think it's peaceful, it's football, it's love, it's oneness. So you telling me this right now just make me think people are actually going through stuff.
Don't get me wrong. This other side, the beautiful, the flowers, the colorful Brazil is also there. But this is the thing about Brazil. At the same time that you have this carnival energy, this love, this, romance, this, energy, we also have pain. We also have challenge. We also have, we have a saying from the African, like Ubuntu, I am because we are, and a lot of activists, black activists in Brazil, we raise it, like the importance of going back home. And when I say going back home, I know I was born in Brazil, but it was not because of the slave process. I was born in Africa. So I consider myself an African in the diaspora that was born in Brazil due to the slavery process. So we need to come back home because obviously my family is in Brazil. I go back home and I feel, whoa, this is my place. But we need, in our minds, to think about we all came from Africa, and we need to see ourselves as the black community, Africans, from different parts of the world. But we need to see ourselves as part of a same community. And instead of you fighting for your Ghanaian people and me fighting for my Brazilians or for my Afro-Brazilian friends, no, we should fight, not fight, but come together as a community, as part of the black community, and share resources, share knowledge, share what we have, and then we can build as the Muslims do, as so many other groups do. We can do it, but we need to.
Yes, but I want to ask, is it like all the blacks, do they accept that they're from Africa, like their root is from Africa, or but they just want to be represented like, oh no, I'm Brazilian, I don't think I'm African. I'm from here. I was born here. I was raised here. I don't even know Africa. I've never been to Africa. Why would I want to go to a country I don't even have an idea of? So is it something that y'all embrace, or some people just kick against it?
Well, I have been studying African studies for a very long time. And obviously living in London, having access to the African community there gave me even more insight and knowledge on it. And we don't learn those things in school. I learned because my mom, she always told me about this fairy tale, the place where everyone looks like me, because I suffered so much racism growing up in school was woeful. And my mom always told me, daughter, there is a place, in Africa, people look like us. And my mom is darker than me. So she always told me, in Africa, everyone looks like us and we are beautiful. You are beautiful because you are black. My mom always told me that.
You're proud of your skin.
Yes, she always said. So even though I was going to school and people were making fun of me and I was crying, I would go back home and my mom would say, but you are beautiful because you are black. But this is my mom, my house, not everyone.
But it's good to have support from your family, because I know maybe some people did not get the same support as you, because your mom would say you have to be strong, don't cry, they try to make you strong by being hard on you. But your mom said you're beautiful, try to make you soften, and at the same time encouraging you. So like, how's the black community like in Brazil?
Well, my university period was the worst time of my life, I would say, in terms of experience racism and understanding class and all those other identities, because journalism in my course, 60 people just for black people. in the room. And in the university, maybe 10 of us in the whole building.
Do you guys sit together or you guys like
No, we would talk. Paloma was my best friend in uni. She's very dark skinned. She taught me so much, and the black was this at the same time that was so horrible was the best moment because it was when I met the black community groups, other groups of activists and black people, intellectual black people, people who know about Africa, they were speaking English already. They had international connections. I dated a Nigerian. My first boyfriend was a Nigerian guy. Then I dated a Senegalese guy. So I was like, oh my God, this is not a fairy tale. This is actually real.
Yes, it is.
And just feeling embraced and feeling that there are people like me, successful people, so I started to see black people in business, black people who are lawyers, journalists, doctors, and it gave me hope of becoming, because we cannot want to be what we don't even know that exists.
Is that why you wanted to be a journalist at the beginning of all this thing?
No, because they had a school, a newspaper in the school and a radio in the school, and they have a program called Imprensa Jovem. They train kids in poor regions, because I came from a favela. They train those kids to keep them in the school, not to get involved with crime and drugs and have kids early. To become.
Why do people always believe that black people always want to be in drugs and
No. It's not because of black people, because in the favelas are places, less privileged places where people have less.
Or both white and black.
Yes. Okay. Like people who are underrepresented despite of the race. It happens that a lot of them are black, but there are non-black people who also come from those environments, and those kind of public policies to offer kids spaces to learn, to develop skills is essential, because otherwise they might end up going to crime. Because what they are going to be doing,
there's nothing doing there, nothing going on.
So I'm super grateful, and thanks to be trained to be a young journalist, I was like, I like that. And people always told me, oh yes, you are great. And I was interviewing people by the age of 13, and I just loved it. And because before we didn't have many black journalists in TV, writing, and I wanted to write my own narratives. I wanted to interview the people who look like me.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking, that maybe, I know, yes, you came from a less privileged, community. They brought you out and you utilize whatever that the opportunity that was presented to you. But with time, when you see all this, because I'm sure when you came up from your community and you see all the racism, all the trying to separate people, trying to deprive black people, maybe that gives you, even if you didn't want to, you were like, no, I have to do it. I have to write it out. Yes. I have to let people know what is happening, because a lot of people don't know what exactly is happening, So you writing it out, you forcing yourself, saying, I have to do this. So I thought it's a drive. I think it drives you that, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them this is what is going on in my country as a journalist.
Yeah, initially, I wanted to be a journalist to talk about my reality.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about communicating with the world. I was thinking about, I want to communicate about my environment. I want to talk about what is going on, the parties happening here, the poetry that we like. But being black, being a black Brazilian, coming from this environment and having resources, because when you go to university, you have a degree in journalism, you know how to write.
Yes.
So you feel like, I don't want to be talking about racism. I don't want to be talking about violence, but if I don't do it, who is going to be doing that?
Exactly.
So it happened that I wrote a lot about racism, social injustice, but with time, when I started to do the parties, I was tired. I was like, I don't want to be talking about problems.
Yes.
Not that I will, not Morgan Freeman, let's not talk and it will disappear. Not like that. But I also want to have the right of being a poet. I want to be talking about love, about sex, about fun.
Yes,
I don't
the
wanna
fun
be,
stuff.
Yes, I want to be able to choose what I want to talk about, not be, I have to talk about it. No. So I gave myself the grace, and the privilege of, even though I might talk about it eventually, I want to talk about the solution. Let's come
How to
together.
fix it.
How we can come together. Once I made my dream come true to speak English, I was able to come globally. Let's talk about what are you doing in Ghana? What can we do together? How can we promote change?
Yes, yes. I love that you got the drive. I love that you did it, and now you're here, and you're one of the voices. Like you say, nobody wants to talk about violence, okay? But when it's on your face constantly, you just don't. Because, like you said, if you don't, who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
So maybe some people just need that one person to start,
Yeah.
and then everybody there will just follow suit and say, okay, if she can do it, I can also support the cause. And I'm sure through that you guys made a lot of positive changes. That is why I think Brazil is a peaceful place.
Just a last point. I'm not the only one doing it. In Brazil, we have lots of people, and even me, I learned from others who came first, and they open up the gates for us to come. So I'm just walking my way in a path that my ancestor started, and many of my mentors, they are doing it, and they are teaching the new generation, and I'm grateful for having them. So I know it didn't start with me and will not finish with me.
That's what I was gonna say. The thing is that you appreciate people who started it, but the thing is that it's the continuity.
Yes.
And it's there, and you're saying it to the next generation and the next, so that they don't forget who they are. They don't be criticized. They should be bold. They should be ready to speak, and also they should love, no matter what. Yeah,
and have fun
in the process.
As Black people, the most revolutionary thing we can do is to be happy. And alive.
Yes. Francisca, I see you right there, right now. I want to know, can we get her back, please? Okay, Francisca, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to ask, what are the challenges now in the nursing sector in Ghana?
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. But like we talk about in the morning when we about the pediatrics, right?
Yeah.
Or in general. Okay, let's talk about general. The postings, the wages. As I'm talking to you right now, we have like 2-3 years ago. Those who completed 2-3 years ago, they are home without posting.
Wow.
They are home. Yeah.
I can imagine, because when you're done with school, that's the next thing you should be looking forward to, because nursing is all about practical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But they are home. They are home. And the wages, those who are even working, Princess, you can't, as a nurse in Ghana, you can't even purchase a house or something. You can't, if you don't take care, you won't have anything in your name by the time you go on pension.
And you guys are doing a lot of work,
a lot.
Yes. Wait. The doctors more than the nurses, and that is so sad.
Exactly.
I know, yes, doctors are doctors. Don't get me wrong, but at least let us all be leveled. You understand? Don't favor one and then you leave the other end. We are all working, like you guys are all working in the same thing, doing the same, not the same thing, but you're helping to save life, because without doctors, nurses too will. I mean, without nurses, doctors. So it's hand in hand. You get what I'm saying? So, but I don't know why they keep doing that, because I am sure if doctors graduated, they don't keep them in the house and wait for them to be posted. So why is it this thing is why is it always with the nurses? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know because I think in Ghana here they value, excuse me, sorry to say, but I think they value the doctors more than the nurses. Meanwhile, like you said, the doctor will only I think the doctor will only spend like let's say 30 minutes with the patient. But the nurse is
Mm-hmm.
the yes, we
Yeah.
work. Yes, we do the work, but it's rather unfortunate that we are rather working we are working harder. Our money is less. There's nothing to write home. Yeah. So I think recently you heard we went on strike and then the Ghana
Mm-hmm.
registered. We met, yeah, I think yesterday they met with the Minister of Health and they've agreed on about five of our conditions. So let's say it's with time we are all hoping, but I think it will get better because now they've agreed on five um five of our requests. So let's give them some time. Maybe with time it will be better than this. Yeah.
You see, I don't
Yeah.
want to say it's a political thing because I know that there's been challenges also in paying salaries as well. But I think
Yeah.
it's not a political thing.
It's
It's with
general.
both
Yeah, it's
it's both
general.
parties. Whenever those parties come in,
It's not yeah,
it's always
it's not
affecting nurses.
political. It's
Yes,
not
so
political.
I'm not going to
Thank
go
you so
there
much.
to say, oh, now they've agreed to five of you guys your policies, so that's fine. But I just want them to give nurses the accolades they deserve
The
it.
G, yeah,
I mean, we saw
yeah,
through the pandemic what the nurses do or they did
exactly,
you
exactly,
know.
exactly.
So let's talk about some of okay, before we do that, time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. Please don't forget to send us messages. If you have any questions, just send it to the comment section. We're here to answer. Well, my guests are also here to answer all your questions, okay? And tell us where you're watching us from and your name as well. All right, so the program is live as well via Twitch. We're live on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, links are all on Today Ghana News TV. I'm also streaming live on my Facebook. Thank you guys for joining me out there on Facebook. Also, we're live on our Saturday channel on Hing FM 93.5 at King Hingma in the Eastern region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jaframa TV at the Warra in OT region, Sakina Information Center at Tatale, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center at Nkwanta and Fans TV also at the Aflawo in the Volta region. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys making time with us. Our guests are Gabi and Francisca, a nurse and a journalist and educationist. We're here to talk about everything. From Time with Francis bring you the best people, okay? We want to say it as it is. I want you guys to have the information from the horse's mouth, not from the internet, because I don't say internet is bad, but it's not, you don't believe everything that you see on the internet. But when you hear it from people who've gone through it or who are in it, then you have to trust it. Okay, so we're going back to North Francisco. I want us to talk about diseases in Ghana. What do you think are the diseases that kill with kids? Because I mean, kids are very precious to me. So I want to just go on
Okay,
that.
yeah, okay. I think I've been with the pediatric for like
Okay.
4 or 5 years because of the obstetrics, and I think now it's cancer. It's cancer.
Wow.
It's cancer, and then with
They've not
Ghana,
found like because I know the care. I don't know with cancer. It has always been
cancer
hard.
doesn't really have any cure. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
No.
Yeah, but and then with the cancer, when it comes to the instruments or the availability of the lab, and then the when it comes to investigations and all that, we don't have it. So when they come, we need to get the labs and everything to South Africa before we can confirm. And then you see, by the time when the patient comes, the earlier you approach the disease, the better. So by the
Yes.
time we get to know that this is the situation, this is cancer, this is maybe colon cancer, this is this, then it's
Right.
gotten to a stage where, I mean, there's
You
nothing
guys
you
don't
can
manage
do about
it.
it.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. We don't, the approach and the management it's not rapid. Like you get, because if we have the availability of the lab, this thing here in Ghana, it's easier. The baby comes or the child comes, maybe probably Monday, by Friday but we have to take the samples and everything to South Africa, and it delays treatments. Do you understand? It delays treatments.
And to think that cancer has been in the system for this long, and I mean, we can't even get things like as little as getting to get to know if the person has cancer, what type of cancer detected. We can't do it in Ghana.
Like laboratory investigation.
Because yes, we can't do any investigation at once. It's really sad, seriously, because cancer is not a new thing, okay? It has been going on for ages now. Some countries have been able to get things under control, even though they don't have the cure. But we don't have it. And I think that's what is causing a lot of death when it comes to kids. So aside cancer, what else is there? Like
sickle cell. And with sickle cell, I don't know, before it was like, okay, maybe the public we've not educated them enough. But now, Frances, even if you go to Google and even some churches, before you get married, you need to go and check all those things. But it baffles me that till now, people are still producing. You understand? Because at this point, I mean,
you think people ideas is out there. You can read about it. You have been told about it. So we should not have a lot of problems by this time.
Yes, because as I'm talking to you right now, the pediatric and pediatric ward, they are full because of the weather, because the sickles, the crisis, and but at this point, I think it shouldn't be a problem or an issue. Do you understand? Yes, because
because we think we've gotten to a point where a lot of education has been said. You've taught them, they know what to do, what not to do. But to think that at this stage, we're 2025 and we're still having this problem. I really don't understand what's going on.
Yes. But we do.
All right, with that point, we're going on a short break, guys. We just need to take a break, okay? We'll be right back. There's more that is coming, so don't go anywhere. It's time with Frances. I'm your host. My name is Frances. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right
back. Don't miss a beat. Stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now. It's not a game. Today Ghana News. It's your clan. Tie with Francis. A unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. And every week, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay.
What we say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. We say the hottest part of date and who did, and who you did left behind. What we say, youth man, yeah man, this is your side, the Soul Journey Warrior representing for Today Ghana News TV. It's the best web TV across the continent of Africa. They transmit via satellites and all their social media platforms for your best developmental news, social programs, empowerment, entertainment, sports, and for the best educative political discussion. Today, Ghana News TV, 24/7's online TV. I aside the Soul Journey Warrior. Blessings.
Welcome back, my lovely dear guests. Thank you for staying. It's time with Frances, and yes, I'm here with lovely Gabby. Gabby is is a journalist from Brazil, and we have a nurse as well from Ghana, and they're all here to talk about different things, but that really will educate you, and you guys need to know about it. But there are serious things happening, and a lot of us don't know what is happening, so we need to be educated. Okay, if you're watching, it's time with Frances. It's the program. We're here every Friday. We're live. The program is live at Twitch, on Facebook, satellite, Facebook, YouTube, links are all on Today Ghana News TV. I'm also streaming live on Facebook. Also, our associate channel, Hinga Fan 93.5 at King Hingma in Eastern Region. We have King's Radio in Accra, Jeffrey TV in Warora in Otis Region, Sakina Information Center. Shout out to all of you guys there. At Tatale, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center, at Nkwanta and Fans TV, also at Aflao in the Volta region. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. All right, so before the break, I told you guys you can send in your question in the comment section. Tell us where you're watching us from, okay? We would love to know which country. Is it Brazil? Is it Ghana? Let's know. Or it's in France or Russia or anywhere. But just send it in the comment section. And if there's anything you would like to ask, please do so in the comment section. All right, so now we're going to talk to Gabby about a very important thing, because she is into teaching as well. Okay, she's going to elaborate much more on that. So Gabby, tell us.
Okay, so basically I started teaching in the newspaper and radio in my 13 years old. I was already teaching the younger kids, so it has always been on me in my journey, and lots of women in my family are teachers, and my mom always said you should be a teacher, and I was like, I don't want to be a teacher. Well, I guess it just came, it was in my destiny. And yeah, nowadays I have the opportunity of having this school. It's an online school called Aprenda Through Music. So we have a community of teachers, you know, with different backgrounds, bilingual native teachers who teach English and Portuguese through music. And we bring those people together. So one is learning the other, you know, each other language, and we bring they all together, and they can learn from each other. They can build the bridge. You know, we are building this bridge and connecting the dots, especially with Africans, you know, and Black people around the world. So we make sure that we highlight Black artists, Black, you know, people, activists, and people who are in culture, in sports, in music. So we give people the information that they need to feel motivated to learn and to see it as something fun. So giving them reasons. Well, if you learn, you will be able to do the things that you already love in this language. It doesn't need to be boring. The teachers doesn't need to be, you know, in that aesthetic. No, we can be like as we are. You know, it can be cool. It can be beautiful. There's no problem with that.
So what is the idea of this teaching thing? Like, where did it start? What was the inspiration? What were you looking at, like, in the future? What was it that you wanted to achieve?
Well, it started from my journey, because it was super difficult for me to learn. I didn't have, you know, any clue on how to learn. You know, because okay, go on internet, internet is accessible. You can learn everything on internet, but if you don't have a guide on how to do, what steps to take, you get lost. When you have too many opportunities, you don't even know where to start. So I just put my personal journey into a methodology, and I just tell people, come and follow those steps, and you'll get there earlier with less stress, with, you know, while you are having fun, you are enjoying the process, you are connecting with people. Because I traveled, you know, different continents, different countries, and I made connections. What I want to do, I want to make my personal connections available for the students in my school. I want the teachers to work with us to make their connections available for our students. And it's a whole community that we share knowledge, but we also share dreams, we share love, we share, life. We talk about being healthy, we talk about taking care of our body, of our minds, of having balance, drinking water. Because without those things we cannot learn. We are not in a good mental space, you're not gonna learn. If you are sick, you are not gonna learn. So it's a more like a multidisciplinary view on not only learning but becoming this person, this individual that you want to be.
Yes, I was saying before the break, like we were discussing that, I wish like we have just one language, especially for blacks, okay, that we all can just speak in French, English, Portuguese. I mean, if we have this just one language that we all can just communicate with easily, I think there's a venue like we can help each other, All right, so we're going to talk about, all right, the messages are already coming in, but please let's bring Francisca on board again, because there's some things I would also like for her to answer. And Claire, yes, welcome back, girl.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for throwing light on some of the sickness and whatsoever that is going on with the kids, because I think kids are very, very special beings and they need to be taken care of. But do you think that the health sector is trying to fix it? What do you think? Because I know they know it's there. What do you think they're going to do to fix it? Like things that have been put in place, eventual? I don't know.
For now, I don't think something has been done. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while. We are in 2025, and it's not that they don't know. They know, but the unfortunate thing is that the attention has been drawn to like something else. I don't know if you understand. Like they don't talk about that. It's unfortunate they don't talk about
that. I mean, there are other things that is more. I mean, what can be more important than what you just said? I don't know. But we always say health is wealth, and it should start with the kids as well.
Yes, I stand to be corrected though, but I've not heard anything, or I've not seen them doing anything about it, because it's even a form of an investment to open a laboratory. You can do you understand? Yes. But I've not so far. I've not heard or seen anything about it.
So what's the nurses and midwife? What like the board? What are they doing? I think they're representing of this.
You see, it's we have our do's, don'ts, our rights, our responsibilities. So I don't think it's our responsibility. You see, we have directors, Minister of Health. I don't think after doing everything at the ward, medications, this improvising and all that, I don't think that part is our responsibility. I don't think so. Because
we have like nursing managers, like you said, don't they? This is what I want to also talk about. They don't put a lot of nurses in these levels so that they can voice out and say, we need this, we have to fix this. Why is that? Why is there a problem? Like putting nurses in this section or this sector that they also can say, you know what, from our side, this is what we are facing. And if it can be fixed, it will minimize death rate and all that. So why is it that they're not putting like people there, like from the nurses, to be there to represent? Because if nobody is there to represent, how are they going to know? Like you said, it's not your responsibility, but that person can be the voice and be responsible to say, this is what we're going through. Can you guys fix it? So why is that not taken care of? Like nurses saying, this is what we want people there. We want things to be fixed. Why is it like the nurses too are maybe not doing it?
Okay, thank you. I think if we have the voice and if they listen to our plea, I don't think we will ever go on strike. I don't think so. Because
And talking
even
about the
our
strike, the 5 things, can you tell us what they said they were going to do so that we know if they don't do it?
they are here to publish it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the meeting, they concluded this morning. So they are yet to publish it so that we will know which one. It was about 22 or so. So we will know which ones
once they chose.
They
Okay, so they just out of 22,
exactly.
they
But
chose only
I know
5.
it's 5. Yes,
Okay.
I know they've answered 5. And even if we have the voice, even if we put some nurses in that position, they won't, even if they go okay, if they go and say and they don't do, what can they do? Because I think they feel, okay, if me or my family member gets it, I have means to travel outside the country for further, do you understand, for this, so they don't think about the lay, like
the people
the
who can
lay
afford
people.
it.
Exactly, because they think they can afford, but you don't know when it will be an emergency. Do you understand? Because I think a year ago or so they needed an ambulance. No, I think some ambulance or something to transport a minister from Insawem to Accra, and there was no ambulance because that time from Insawem you can't fly from. You don't have a private jet to fly to Kotoka to go outside for treatment. So imagine if you putting that things in place, it would have been good for it would. Yes, do you understand? Yes.
Yeah.
So
because that's why I say God is not biased when it comes to sicknesses. Everybody can get sick, whether rich, poor, young or old.
Good, because you don't know when you need it, or your family member, or you don't, because you can't say you don't care. One day, yes, it will affect you one way or the other. It will affect you. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna take some questions because I saw it popping up before.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can see what the viewers also think about this whole thing, because I know a lot of people are watching from Ghana as well. Okay, so yes, my dear producer, can we see some of the questions? Let's take a few questions before we continue. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's Time with Princess. I mean, you already know we're always here. All right. So this is so far, but let me see. It said the problem with Ghana is that everything has been I know, right? Everything has been politicized. Every government wants to do what will win them votes and not what will benefit the population. I think I agree. I agree with that very well. You know, everybody just come when they get the vote and that's it. They forget the people, you know. And health is really a good thing in a country that you should start off with, if you ask me. So we have VIS is saying, VIS Ghana is saying, greetings, my dear. From where? Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie in the central region. Please ask her if she has done entrepreneurial coaching and mentoring other youth. Please, I think that's for you. Yeah.
If I have done,
If you've done entrepreneurial coaching and mentoring.
I do a lot because I believe I had people who helped me. I have people who help me, and as much as I'm not where I want to be yet, but I know I'm far away from where I started. So what I try to do, like even moments I'm super busy, you know, but just taking the time to come here to talk to you, to share, you know, what I do, what we are doing, what we are building as individual and as community is offering my time to give back to the community. Sometimes I don't have much time available to do it one by one, but if is the need, we can negotiate something that is, possible for both of us. But any time or any opportunity that I see that me coming will, achieve many people at once, I do it.
Okay. All right. I think that answers your question. Okay. So, Promotion Africa is saying, watching from Kumasi. When is she coming to Ghana? All right. I always have this question when I have guests from Ghana. They always ask, when are you Ghana, girl?
Well, there is a community of returnees with the end of the slave in Brazil. Some people went back to Ghana and Nigeria.
Okay.
So the community of returnees that were in Brazil and went back to Ghana, they are called Tabon people.
Oh.
Yeah, so there is even a documentary from Juice. He's a DJ and producer, a Ghanaian British. He just launched the documentary talking about his Brazilian connections and being Ghanaian and this Tabon people. So check it out.
Okay.
It's Juice, the producer, and the album is Com Amor. I can send you the link.
The link, okay.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to
okay, right? That's all we want to know. You will love it. You will love it so much in Ghana. I promise you that, girl. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, just call your girl. I'll hook you up. All right, John, good evening. Health is so important. More information is needed, especially in the schools. Yes, more information is really needed. I think I can agree with that because, we don't, the thing is that we're nurses, right? But we don't get to know all this until you go into the field and then you realize oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, and it's
something else. When you're in school, it's different, but when you go out there, that is when you see like the real things.
Oh. Yes, surprisingly, when you are in school, even when you go for clinicals, it's different. Yes, it's different. Yes, but when you go and face,
so like you don't get to know everything. But when you're done with your clinicals and now you're working, then you get to face all these things. I think I agree with him. Yeah, we see another comment. Can we just take that before? All right, Nyami is saying, good evening, beautiful ladies. Good evening to you there. Watching from Nkwanta in the OT region. Thank you so much for watching. Your program is also live in Adalema Community Information Center at Tupine in Kitchen. Oh, really? All right. Shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're enjoying it. And we have Lady, of course, is saying good evening, watching on Twitch from St. Petersburg, Russia. Yes, you're always watching. Shout out to all of you in Russia. Thank you. Sika, of course, saying Africa is blessed with natural resources and also with beautiful people, especially women. I agree with that. Watching from Jumbo in Kufaridia. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you guys for all this lovely messages. But we're going to... All right, Samuel. I'm watching you people from Armenia. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Okay, we have, Brachi is saying, great show, watching and listening from Ahinhengma. Hello, Francisca. How will you describe the experience as a nurse working in Ghana, especially in rural communities? Yes, we were going to say that, but yes, if you can answer that.
Okay, thank you. I've not worked in a rural community before, but I've worked at a municipal hospital before. And if I compare the municipal hospital to the regional hospital, there is a gap, because but when I asked, the answer they gave was like, with the region, the moment they request for something, it's easy for them to get it. But with the districts, they don't really pay much attention to them. And then secondly, if people, I don't know, but it even goes with the even orphanage homes. I think in Ghana, it's a lot of people donate. It's common. But when they are ready to donate, they always most of them want to go to the hospital with names or the Rage, Kolebu, 37. But we have district hospitals. We have Gan East, Gan South, Gan North. You can go there because they need it. Syringe, prescriptions, like common things that
common things.
I
was
mean,
going to say that
exactly.
Yes.
Common things which is common at the regional side. Yes, Accra. Common things which is common at the regional side. But when you go to the district side, the municipal,
things are not that
they
you
don't
even imagine. You hear them say it. I'll be like, what?
Yes. So that's I think one thing, yes, I've realized so far. But with the rural side, I've not worked in a rural community before. So I can't say much about that. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's during clinicals that most of us get posted there, because when you say you want to be posted in Accra, they said there is no space. So you go there to do your clinicals. But I think when you're done with, because of where you're leaving, because if I'm in Accra, I can't get a job because I can't relocate and all that. But I think mostly there are other schools opening there, but I don't know why these things, I mean, are not reached there. You know, it's sad. But I think it's something that we have to look into, especially like you said, the donation. I think people should concentrate on places outside of Accra, because Accra, I think, has enough. So they should take it outside and help people there as well.
Exactly.
All right. So Mavis, of course, please kindly ask Francisca if she has an ambition to become a doctor, watching from Lisbon, Portugal. All right. Okay, Portugal. All right. So do you want to be a doctor in the future, Francisca?
I would love to, because I would love to. I love the humanity. I love helping, like I would love to. I would love to, because I want to go further.
Okay.
Honestly, I want to go further. Yes, so I would love to be a doctor. But even after I become a doctor, I would rather prefer being a nurse than a doctor, honestly, because I want to spend more time with my patients. Yes. So I will, even if after the medicine, I would rather come back and be my RN. Yes.
Of course, I mean, a nurse is always a nurse. I mean, we communicate
Exactly, a
with
nurse
patients
is
and we get
always
our
a nurse.
connection. Yes. So I know, I understand where you're coming from. Frema is saying, wonderful and beautiful ladies on the show. Thank you so much, Frema. Frances, next time, let's be gender balanced watching. really, really free power, gender balance. Okay, but we haven't said anything against men, right? So we're just talking about, different stuff.
You see how it's interesting when we have programs with only men. We never have people saying, why don't you have women? But when we have women talking about general stuff, there is just not the presence of a man. There is the concern why there is not a man in there. We don't have anything against men.
No, we don't. I mean, I wanted to get a nurse, but we know we don't have most male nurses. We already know that in the nursing sector, it's mostly doctors that you have more males, but we don't have more male nurses. So, I mean, to answer your question, that's why I didn't get because we can't get male.
But the male nurses are the best, you know.
Yes,
the male nurses, they are best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you see, you heard it from her, okay? And Robert is saying, what African dishes does she love best, and which one can she cook? I think that's what you got it.
I know how to make a Brazilian version of jollof rice.
Okay.
My friend, I have a Nigerian friend, she makes fun of my jollof rice. She says that is a fake one because it doesn't really look like
but I
love jollof rice. rice is my favorite.
Have you tried the Ghanaian jollof rice?
Yes.
Okay,
But
so
I will not. I will not.
oh no, you have to say it, girl. You can't say you tried Ghana jollof and Nigeria jollof, and you will not say which one is the best.
Okay, let me
just be.
put in this way.
Mm-hmm.
I claim I am Nigerian Yoruba.
Okay.
But my favorite restaurant in London is a Ghanaian restaurant.
That answers the question. Okay. Just understand it. She just answered the question. Okay. I think that answered your question. Robert said, Robert saying, greetings, beautiful ladies watching from Paris. Okay. Thank you so much. You're always watching, Robert. I think you're one of our favorite a person who always comments on the show, and I love that about you. Thank you so much. Okay, so like now we were talking about some of the problems in the Ghanaian medical or nursing sector, or let's say in general the well-being of Ghanaians. Okay, and Francisca was showing light of how things are going on, how it's been politicalized, like we all know. But I want to know also what the kind of awareness nurses are also trying to put out there to help the people, because at the end of the day, is the people that matters most. Okay, not which party you're from or which party you support. At the end of the day, we are all here to save life. What impact can the nurses also say, you know what? We know how it feels like, we relate with these people. What can we do as a body to do something good for our Ghanaian people?
Okay, thank you. In fact, Ghanaian nurses are trying, like they are trying. The education, the health talks, the programs, the workshops. Now in churches, once a while, I know they invite nurses to come and talk. Like the education, we are trying. We are doing our best, and then we educate them. Now the education is more. So now I think the district hospital, the municipal hospitals, almost every month or week there's something like World Mental Health Day, World Kidney Day. Like even if it's not a worldwide thing, it's Ghanaian thing or like health thing. Yeah, yellow fever, this yellow. So each of the conditions, when is like when is a monthly thing, because now we are in yellow. Yeah, I think we are in yellow fever, World Yellow Fever Month or something. There will be an education. The kidneys, we tell them, we do our best. The communities, the household, because for instance, me every day I'm educating my siblings about hypertension, because I know now they are growing, and then with the African fraternity, it's common. The blacks, it's common, the hypertension. So I'm always on them. That alone, and I know if I tell my elder sister, for instance, in UK, if I educate her on something, when she goes to work, she's like, "Oh, my sister is a nurse. She said this." So it's like it's so
It's
linked.
also information spread. Yes,
Exactly. So it's, I mean, recently at my church there was a program, I was there. So we are trying to do our best. But you know, human, there are some people you can talk, but what they've decided to do, you can't follow the patient to the house. So I mean, but we do our best. Yes, we are doing our best.
I mean, I don't want to put it out there, but that's the difference between Africa and Europe, because you get a call constantly. You're reminded you have to come, you have to show up.
Exactly.
But here, I think because they don't, in Africa, we don't do that. You don't remind people constantly. People can do it once or twice, and if you don't come, they just let you be. They think it's not it's your health at the end of the day if you don't show seriousness. But this part of the Western world, they will keep calling you. They will keep telling you need to. And they will tell you, if you don't come this month, you've not shown up for this. It's a problem. And that
Yes.
actually can scare the person a bit. Maybe that is also what we should look at in our health sector in Africa, so that we can implement that. Get the names of patients and be calling. I mean, how much is it to be on the phone to call someone?
Now they do, and even some. Okay, well, not everyone can read, but now we call them. We do, but like you were saying, in the Western world, is if there's a person's number, the person can use. But Ghana, someone will buy SIM card on Monday, Friday, you will call switch off. Do you understand? Yes, because I've worked recently. I was working with the CWC Child Welfare Clinic, and I was surprised. We've improved one way or the other. Ghana, because now we are paperless. We use the system, the LEMS. Yeah, we use the system, so it's more easy to get patient information. Like before, like 5-7 years ago, someone can go to Rage Hospital and abscond without paying the bill. But now, Frances, if you don't pay from Rage, when you get to Amasaman, they will open the system and you will be owing there.
Okay.
You understand? So even child welfare clinic, the book, each and every patient had a personal midwife with a number. And the midwife also has the patient's information. So now we are improving, but with the Western, they are more prioritized with their health than Africa.
Yeah,
excuse me to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Because people will tell you what will kill a white man can't kill a black. Black don't crack. We used to say all those things. But seriously,
exactly.
Health is wealth, guys. Let's start looking into our health. I wanted to ask you this. You've worked in the government and in the private sector, in the health.
Yes.
So what do you think it's similar, and which one is much more like better in your opinion?
When we talk about better conditions or work related, I think the private provide nothing but the best, like patients, conditions, and all that. They get the best. But the second thing is, when it comes to private, mainly sometimes one doctor, two doctor. So when it gets critical, it's only one person. But when there are many, this one is bringing an idea. Like when they are 10 or 20, like when you go to Rage, when you go to Kolebu, and there is a patient, this one will come, this one will come, this one. So by the time you realize, then it's even vain. This one will come. So when you compare with that side, I would rather prefer the government. But with the patient's condition and all, I think the private is the best, because you can call a nurse at any time. The care is top notch, because she knows if she doesn't do things right, she will be fired, or the doctor, he will be fired. But with the government side, the nurse knows that you can't call Minister of Health that I went to Rage Hospital and nurse this, and even if you decide not to work in the government again, by the time the regions or the districts will realize that you are not working again, like the pay. I don't know if you get the pay will keep coming.
Yeah, I understand perfectly what you're trying to say.
Yeah, the pay will keep coming for some time. So that's why I think they do things like that at the government side. But when it comes to emergency experience, and then you want, the government is the best. The government is the best, because everybody is bringing different ideas. Let's do but if it's private, only one person taking decision. Do you understand? Yes. So
when other people too can bring their ideas. All right.
Exactly.
So I think yes, it's just like that. All right, just
yes,
wanted to know there's a
yes,
good, there's a bad. But I'm happy that you said the government sector is also doing quite well, which is a good
yes,
thing because a lot of people
yes,
can't actually afford private all the time,
yes,
not people,
yes,
but the government. So if government too is improving, I think that's a good thing. All right, so that was
yes.
you. I'm finished for there. And so I want to talk about this teaching thing. Is it something that you're looking at taking to Africa? Because I know you said London, you said even here, you said you have people from different parts teaching in different languages. Is it something, but you didn't mention any African countries, so I don't know if you have it.
I have
but-
African students,
Okay, from
including
where?
Ghanaians,
Oh, okay.
based in London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the moment I have one is a Pilates studio in Ghana, in Accra, and
Is in Accra?
In Accra, she is Brazilian, and she's looking to enroll her child in the course. But she's Brazilian, and so she just wants her child to be able to speak fluently as well. So we are open, and it's an online school, so we can teach anywhere in the world. So we want to put the word out there. If you have curiosity in learn Portuguese, you are more than welcome to join us. We try to make it affordable, or like doing group classes in a way that people can, or like make it possible somehow, so people can connect, can understand. You don't need to be fluent, but have
The basic.
the basics, so we can plan your trip to Brazil. There are many problems, but there are so many amazing things to do. Is is an experience that definitely will change your life going to Brazil. So I highly recommend to take some classes, because just 3% of the population speaks English in Brazil. So especially as a black person, you want to go, and you want to go to the black parties to all of that fun that we have, but it's not out there. So if you are not able to communicate, at least in a basic level, it's gonna be hard. So I want the black people from different parts of the world to come and experience this incredible Brazil that I came from. That is great, but I also then to be able to enjoy it to the fullest, unapologetically. This is why we teach.
Okay, that's a fun thing. Teaching with fun, with having nightlife, and speaking Portuguese. I think it's a beautiful language. I love it. Like I've heard you several times speaking it. I think it's a beautiful language. So I think yes, you can enroll. I mean, beauty. I love Brazil. Okay, whenever I think of Brazil, I think of football. Yes.
Of course.
I always think of football. I was like, oh yes, I have to go to Brazil. Oh my goodness, they play so well. So kudos. I mean, that's hard. But I never knew like this part of Brazil. But I'm sure now it's changed. Everything is fun, and if I want to visit, I'm not going to be. You're from Africa, girl.
Well,
what are you doing?
you might have this experience.
It's still going on there.
Yeah, you might have, like there are some people who are racist in Brazil, because they think just because they are white, like white Brazilians, if they go to Europe, they will not be considered white, right?
I know, right? It's so
Most
funny.
of them, they don't even know that. Well, because education can be, they might not teach lots of things, and people might not look for themselves to learn. So they are ignorant. So they will. Some of them they might be racist against black people, but because you are a foreigner, they depends. If you are like American, they will treat you in a way. If you're British, they will treat you in another way. If you are African, they will treat you in a different way. So all the politics is also present, unfortunately. But if you have local friends that will guide you, and you take some classes with us, we get you ready to make the journey.
I have to go with you, girl. I was like, oh, you show me. Don't go here. Go here. Don't do this. Do this.
We might not be able to come, but many of our students have been to Brazil, but they get ready with us before. They know the language. They know the culture. They know some cultural codes, social codes, so they know how to navigate.
Right. Well, at least it's good, like you said, prepare me mentally, physically, what to do and what not to do. And also, it's good that you've already have an idea of where you're going.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you're not too much of a surprise.
Yeah.
You know, and you get to say, okay, I've been expecting this, but I'm here anyway. So.
And you are gonna have fun regardless.
Yes, and that's the most beautiful thing. And I wanted to say you've done so, like you're an entrepreneur, you're a journalist, you're, a teacher. But of all this, which one is what like you're so much passionate about?
It's a hard question.
Mm.
I love journalism. I love interviewing people, putting their stories.
Sorry, what
out
kind
there.
of journalism do you
I usually write about race, culture, and music.
Okay.
So I have some articles in my Instagram. I have a Linktree link, and there are some articles that I wrote. The last one I wrote was for Mix Mag. Is a big music magazine in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote talking about the influence of baile funk, that is a genre from Brazil, how it has been influenced in London, and we talk about cultural appropriation. We talk about marginalization. I forgot how to say it, but like how some musicians they are tagged as inappropriated because of the kind of content they sing. Why? Just because they are black, because white singers doing the same, they are not target. Okay, so it's a really interesting article that I try to go deep in making connections and draw a timeline for the readers to understand, okay, this is what Afro-Brazilian culture and music represent. So I also brought some names for people to research about, a little bit of the history. I love doing that. And I love teaching as well. I think we can be multiple. I am not one thing only.
That makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
Not do a particular thing, it gets boring.
Yeah.
But when you do different kinds of things, today you're doing this, when you're doing that, you don't get bored in it.
And I love all of that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered which part of Africa you're coming from? I know you say your mom is from Africa. She told you all these beautiful things about Africa. It's not a myth, it's a reality. But have you ever asked her which part?
We Black Brazilians, we can't trace it because they brought millions of Africans and they brought from different countries. And remember, they also
you can trace
created just through the DNA, because they mixed everyone when they brought the Africans from different countries to make sure they could not communicate from different countries with different language.
Okay.
And they mixed them. So they could not know where they came from. They could not,
So it might be maybe your mom is from different.
Yes.
The good thing is you're just from Africa.
Definitely.
You're black, you're from Africa. That's all I know.
I used to complain, say, I don't know, I'm jealous of Africans that are born in Africa because you guys know where you came from. You can say, I'm going back home. And then once someone told me, you know what, girl, you can just pick it.
Yeah.
You came from Africa, so just pick it. I was
the good thing is, when you're in Africa, as long as you're black, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Where you're coming from. Okay? We talk, we laugh, we just enjoy ourselves. That's just the truth. So if you want to come to Ghana, nobody cares if you're not from Ghana. They don't even think, girl, just come to Ghana and be Ghanaian.
Yeah.
And say, and my roots is from here.
I realized I look like Ethiopian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can go to Ethiopia and say, you know what? Because I look like Ethiopian, let me just be an Ethiopian. Who knows? Maybe that's where I'm coming from.
I like this flexibility.
Yeah. You can be 2% of Ghanaian, 2% of Syrian, 2% of Nigeria, 2% of Ethiopia, 5%. Just go, have fun, girl. Just experience it. Yeah. I'm sure the thing is that with culture, we have different food, so you can try it. We have different cultures, so you can try different things and say, you know what, that's the beauty. I can go everywhere and try everything.
Okay, let me take the moment, take the opportunity. I'm looking for a sponsor. Okay, if you want to take my school to Ghana, we are open to discuss. And
because I asked you that, are you willing to do that?
Yeah, if I need a sponsor, so if we have this, I'm more than happy. My dream, my big dream, is to visit all the countries in the continent.
Okay, and so which African countries are you looking at if you have sponsor?
Well, I would love Nigeria and Ghana because of this connection with the slave trade and the returnees who came back to especially Ghana and Nigeria. So I would love to make this more obvious, talk about it, do a documentary, write a book on those connections that we have and people have no idea of.
All right. I mean, you can start from there and then who knows, you can just spread out.
Yeah. So if you are interested in make it, forward, message me.
All right. So you heard it from her. If you're interested, she's ready. Especially those of you are asking when she's coming to Ghana. So you better make it fast. Let's start from Ghana, okay? From Ghana, she can go to Nigeria. Let's do it like that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's Time with Frances. Don't forget that's the name of the show. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja. Let's bring prayers. Thank you, Francisca, for coming on board because I was going to ask you some questions that in the hospitals, how do doctors treat nurses this era? I want to know in this 2025.
For now, it's cordial. It's a cordial relation. Like they work. I think after the strike, they figured the reality hit them that they can't do without us. Doctor cannot work without nurses, but nurses can work without doctors. Honestly, I can hit my chest and say that a doctor cannot work without nurses, but we nurses, we can work without the doctors. So after the strike, they now realize that they need us. So now, trust me, it's a very lovely relationship. So now they do. I think that's something I've figured, and I've also heard from my other colleagues from other hospitals, and they are saying it's the same experience. Is the same. Hey, please, you people don't go. Please, you better go. Oh, please, please, hey, we were doing everything, and your work we will have to drop. Now they know we are here. Like they know the essence. I mean, yes.
At least they know the worth, and I always say we all should work together because at the end of the day, the goal is saving lives. Okay, that is what should be the priority, not who you are or you went for this time of studies or whatever. I mean, if we all work together and save life, we can achieve the same goal so that people don't die. That's all.
Yes.
But
exactly.
I know that doctors are doing a good job too because I've been in surgical ward, I've been in the theater. I see a lot of things that goes on there. But I mean, I'm saying it's a team because when people say, "Oh, we're going for operation," they think it's only one person that's going to perform it. The procedure is a team of people. Okay, so people who don't know that, let's put it out there. The nurses also in there working. There's anesthesia. There's that. So it's not just a doctor who's doing it, but a team. That's why I said it's a teamwork to save lives. So let's focus on that as well. All right, guys. So I saw some questions coming there, producer. If we can take that quickly before we go on break, so that my viewers don't get upset with me, because I saw a particular message. If we can take some of the questions, if there is, before we go on break. If not, then we have to go on a short break. When we return, because our time is running out so fast, when we return back, we have just some few stuff to wrap up, and then we call it a wrap. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Maybe when we get back, if there's any other question, we can take it. Okay, guys? All right, don't go anywhere. It's Time with Frances. I'm your host, Frances. Be right back.
beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News, it's your clan. Tie with Francis, a unique delight. Don't miss the magic, shining bright. Tune in and see the best of the best. Today Ghana News, you'll be impressed. In a few weeks, a new adventure. Francis Jalil, we're ready. From the beach to the dance floor. Don't miss a beat, stay tuned.
Welcome back. It's time with Frances. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja, and the program is live at Twitch, on satellite, Facebook, YouTube. Links are all on Today Ghana News TV. I'm also streaming live on Facebook, so all of you watching, thank you so much. We also have our associate channel on Hingafam 93.5 at Ahim Hingma in the Eastern region. Thank you guys so much for tuning in all the way from the Eastern region. Kingston Radio in Accra, thank you. Jeffrey TV at the Warrior, thank you guys so much. In OT Sekina, in OT region, Sekina Information Center, thank you guys. I really appreciate all of you tuning in at Tetelele, Northern Ghana, at the Lema Community Information Center in Konta and Fans TV in Volta region, Aflao. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you tuning in, all the people who ask questions, say something. I appreciate. Thank you all the way from Russia, Pittsburgh, everywhere. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm going to start with you, Gabby, to say your last words, whatever you feel like you might want to say, or you want to give shout out there to people, your team, people who have been there for you from this journey. Yes.
Oh my God, I would have to thank so many people. So I just want to do a general one. First of all, my parents, because I believe we are the continuation of our parents. So I'm grateful because they open up, for me, and I'm able to continue their legacy. And I hope to be able to inspire more people, young people, Black women, but people in general, to go after their dreams, to dream big, because being here, I never dreamed about being in Armenia, to be honest. But I dreamed about being able to speak English. I dreamed about traveling the world, and 10 years ago, my passport is about to expire. So 10 years ago, everything that I lived in the last 10 years were just dreams. Nice. So my invite for everyone is to dream big. Yeah. Even if your dream now in your current reality looks completely delusional, dream, dream and surround yourself with people who are one step forward in the direction of what you want to achieve, and learn from them. And step by step, trust me, you get there. Even if you don't get to the big, what you idealize in the first, I guarantee you that you will move from one spot to another. So dream big, surround yourself with people who inspire you, who are open to help you. And it's not with money sometimes, like information is powerful. It's power. I had many people who never gave me money, but the information that they gave me transformed my life. True. So value it, and sometimes your neighbor, your teacher, your boss, your older brother, sister, your pastor, your therapist can be the ones who will change your life. So listen, especially the youth, listen what people used to say that you were good at, and be brave, be courageous.
You say dream big, okay? Don't dream small, dream big. All right, thank you so much for this. Can we see Francisca, please, the producer, if you can bring her up so that she can also say on shout out, thank you to people who have been there throughout her career.
Hi, Frances.
Yeah, Nosnyaku. Thank you so much for making our time, girl. I really appreciate
Thank
this.
you too. Thank you too for
Yes,
the
making our
opportunity.
time to be here to tell us what is going on down there and I mean giving us a good information. All right. So I want you to say thank you to all those who have been there, people who have supported you. I know it's not easy, okay? Career wise as a nurse, it's not easy. People have supported you
Yeah.
financially, I mean emotionally.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to thank God because Frances, I've come a long way and it can only be Him. Yeah. And then to my mother, she's watching me. I want to tell her that I love her so much because I'm doing all this because of her, because I want to make her proud.
Yeah, you've already did that,
And then to my
girl.
yeah, to my colleague nurses, Naomi, Ridge Hospital, she has been nothing but the best. The encouragement, at the this, at the padu, yeah, do this, do that. My sisters, I mean, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I appreciate all of them. Yes, I appreciate all of them. And I pray that I will go further and be a blessing to my community, my region, my country, and everybody because I just love taking care of the sick, the needy, the non-vulnerables. Yes. And then Frances, thank you for the opportunity too, because we are plenty, but you choose me. So thank you.
I know.
I appreciate. Yes.
Thank you too for coming on board. I mean, I know I always bring the best. Okay, so you're one of them. So
I know,
definitely.
right?
And
Because you are the
we
best.
will do this again because I know there are a lot of things that people really wanted to know. Okay, I'm doing this
Yes, yes,
because I want people out there who can support, who can help. We don't know who is listening or who is tuning in because I
yeah.
believe health is wealth and we should all stay alive as I mean as much as possible. Okay, and push the narrative there no matter what. All right, thank you so much. I wish you all the best in the work. Keep going. I know
Thank
it's
you,
not
sir.
easy, but I am happy. I know you. You have the passion. You have the goal. You always say it, and I'm happy seeing you doing it. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much to
Thank
all
you
my
too.
viewers. Thank you guys for making our
Thank you.
time, okay, to listen, to hear all what we have to say. I really appreciate all of you, to my producers, my team who have been working behind the scenes. I appreciate you guys so much. It's time with Frances. I'm here every Friday. We bring you nothing but the best. You already know, right? So every Friday, make sure you tune in. Don't miss the live show. Don't watch it later. There's nothing like watching the live show because you get to interact with us, interact with the guests, and have a fun show. All right. So same time, same place next week. I will be here. I am your host. My name is Frances Ja, and good night. Oh, good day to wherever you are. Thank you guys. Bye.
What we say, youth man, before you make up your mind, think before you take up your nine. We say the hottest part of date and who did, who you did left behind. What we say, youth man. Yeah man, this is your side, the soldier and the warrior representing for Today Ghana News TV. It's the best web TV across the continent of Africa. They transmit via satellites and all their social media platforms for your best developmental news, social programs, empowerment, entertainment, sports, and for the best educative political discussion. Today, Ghana News TV, 24/7's online TV. I aside the soldier and the warrior. Blessings.
Don't miss a beat, stay tuned tight. The best of the best, shining bright. Tune in now, it's not a game. Today Ghana News.